All right, so hello, David Saul reporting from Dubuque, Iowa. We've just finished round 2 or 3 now. I think we're in round 3 at this point of the vote count, and unfortunately Bernie Sanders did not reach the 15% threshold. But I have with me right now
Benjamin Avercamp. Hi, my name is Ben Avercamp. I was the precinct captain for Precinct 2 in Dubuque, Iowa. Unfortunately, it was a pretty tough precinct. Bernie was not viable. We were just 2 votes shy at one point, and
I heard that there was about 20 Yang people in the first round, and some of them
about
went.
23 Yang supporters, and we tried to get the Yang supporters to come over to Bernie, but unfortunately, they wanted to. I mean, they wanted to give us maybe 6 if they could have an alternate, and we agreed, but it just unfortunately. Some people wanted their votes back to go to another potentially viable candidate. But
all right. Well, I do have a couple personal questions. What brought you to Bernie in the first place?
Well, Bernie Sanders has been. I caucused for Bernie back in 2016.
Oh, excellent.
And, it was a little disappointing what the DNC did to Bernie, in my opinion.
Sure.
It kind of seemed maybe like a sabotage, in my opinion, but, that's politics, I guess. But, but Bernie Sanders has been saying the same thing for 40 years.
Yeah, right.
He's been saying he's been for the people. The people, and not the money.
Now,
not the money in politics.
Just for you personally, would you have considered? Did you even consider going to another? Even though you're the captain,
I did not.
You would not have anyways,
Absolutely not. In 2016, you know what? I was not happy with what happened to Bernie in 2016.
Absolutely.
So I wrote Bernie in. And
you're not alone. A lot of us did.
I knew it wasn't going to make a difference, but I wrote Bernie in anyway because I'm not going to vote against somebody. I'm not going to write somebody's name down to vote against somebody else. So,
well, if you had any parting words as far as, obviously we've heard like the rest of the state looks like it's gone pretty well for Bernie.
Yes.
So moving forward, now that Iowa's done, are you going to do anything like go to Illinois or Wisconsin, the 2 closer states to this area?
It's possible. I might stick with the campaign a little bit. You know what? I'm still feeling the burn, man. I'm passionate about this, and I think this is probably one of the most important things that I'll ever do in my life. To be honest. To be blatantly honest. So.
Excellent. Any last words of advice or words of wisdom for moving forward for people like say in New Hampshire or South Carolina, Nevada, and maybe even even the later states like my state of Illinois?
Independent media. Independent media is probably my biggest advice to anyone that doesn't believe that they're informed enough. Independent media, granted, yes, it's the internet. Everybody says, oh, if it's on the internet, it's got to be true, which is, a joke for a lot of people. But when you think about it, corporate media is bought and paid for by the people who control the government. So.
All right, now one last question.
Yes, sir.
And this is more for the shameless plugs for any media or any YouTubers that you personally watch on YouTube right now.
YouTubers, Kyle Kalinske. Kyle Kalinske is the man. He's a young guy, but he's got it all figured out. And TYT, the Young Turks.
And I know that now the interview, where I'm sending this is a young man named, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, and hopefully one day I'll be corrected here. Poppy, I think it's Poppy or Pappy Charlemagne.
Okay.
And that's who, is going to be showing this on a segment of his show at some point. So, I just wanted to give a shameless plug, and of course, Kyle, right? He's the man. Humanist Report. Mike Figueredo, David Dole of the Rational National. So there's some good guys out there.
Absolutely. Pappy, I'll be subscribing.
All right, excellent. All right.
Very nice.
Thank you. All righty.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.